بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن اهتدى بهداه. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. Respected brothers, I'm glad, first and foremost, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought us together in this city of Tokyo, which I did not plan and you did not plan. I came for other activities, but with Allah's help subhanahu wa ta'ala, and with the help of our Sheikh Muhammad Ismail Al-Masri, may Allah bless him. He is the one who was behind this get together with my brothers. And inshallah tomorrow I'm flying back to UK. If Allah wills subhanahu wa ta'ala. And my brothers, I always start in any lecture is to remind myself and my brothers to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَقَدْ وَصَّيْنَا الَّذِينَ أُوتُوا الْكِتَابَ مِنْ قَبْلِكُمْ وَإِيَّاكُمْ أَنِ اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ. We have advised you and advised those before you who was given the books and the people of the book to fear Allah. To fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's something simple. Whoever Allah has made easy for. And your Prophet ﷺ said in the authentic hadith, the hadith of Abu Dhar, Al-Sa'ad, and other companions of the Prophet ﷺ, he said alayhi salatu wassalam, اتق الله حيثما كنت. Fear Allah wherever you are. And this subhanallah, this hadith is very amazing. And you understand when you go to different parts of the world the meaning of the hadith. Fear Allah wherever you are. That means the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it has no boundaries. To live as a Muslim, it has no boundaries. It's not when I am in Egypt, I act differently when I am in Japan. Islam, whether you are in Egypt, whether you are in Japan, whether you are in Africa, whether you are in Asia, whether you are in Latin America, wherever you are, is one. It doesn't change with the weather. It does not change with the weather. The weather here now is hot. When the winter comes, it gets cooler. It's not like that. You should live your life as a Muslim. And you should live your life with the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wherever you are. وَأَتْبِعِ السَّيِّئَةَ الْحَسَنَةَ تَمْحُهَا. And whenever you fall in sin, because we are human beings, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who created us, أَلَا يَعْلَمُ مَنْ خَلَقَ وَهُوَ اللَّطِيفُ الْخَبِيرُ. The one who knows His creation and how He created these human beings. He knows that we are sinners and we fall in sin, and He gave us a solution for our problem. Whenever you fall in sin, follow it up with good deeds. إِنَّ الْحَسَنَاتِ يُذْهِبْنَ السَّيِّئَاتِ. The good deeds removes the bad deeds. وَأَتْبِعِ السَّيِّئَةَ الْحَسَنَةَ تَمْحُوهَا. It removes, it wipes out. And our Prophet said also in the authentic hadith, As-Salawat al-Khams, the 5 daily prayers, وَالْجُمْعَةُ إِلَى الْجُمْعَةِ, and between every 2 Fridays, وَرَمَضَانُ إِلَى رَمَضَانِ, and between every 2 Ramadans, مُكَفِّرَاتٌ لِمَا بَيْنِهِمْ, it removes the sin in between these times. إِذَا اجْتُنِبَتِ الْكَبَائِرِ. If we stay away from the major sins, this will purify us. And our Prophet ﷺ also in another authentic hadith, he gave us a beautiful example how the 5 daily prayers purifies us. He said, alayhi salatu wassalam, how do you, if you find someone lives next to the river and he takes a shower 5 times a day, is there going to be any dirt on him? Any dirt on him? هل يكون عليه من درن? The companions of the Prophet said no. He said عليه الصلاة والسلام, فكذلك الصلوات الخمس. That's how the 5 daily prayers purifies us. Then my brothers, we need to take care of our 5 daily prayers. And when I'm saying to take care of it, I don't mean to pray at home. When you are at work, it's understandable. But when you are not at work, you must pray in the masjid. And I'm saying must. Ashab Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud saying in Bukhari, he used to say, والله ما كان يتخلف عن صلاة الجماعة إلا رجل منافق معلوم النفاق. No one of the companions said used to miss the salah in congregation except a man who is a hypocrite. And not any hypocrite, no, a clear hypocrite. And when you hear some of the tabi'een, Sa'id ibn Musayyib, he never missed a salah for 40 years, then you ask yourself, do I believe the same belief these people believe? Why am I like this? And why are they like this? How come 40 years? He never used to get sick? No, he used to get sick. But even when he's sick, he used to come to the masjid with congregation. كان يؤتى بالرجل يهادى بين رجلين. They used to bring the man to the masjid with 2 men carrying him with his shoulders, sick. He can barely sit down, but he doesn't want to miss the jama'ah. He doesn't want to miss praying in the congregation. But you and me, if I have a little headache, I will say, no, today I have a little headache. I'm not going to go to the masjid. I will pray at home. Al-A'mash Sulaiman ibn Mihran, his son cried on his deathbed. He told him, my son, cry or don't cry. Wallahi, I did not miss 1 salah for 60 years. My brothers, it's not 60 days. My brothers, it's not 60 months. It's 60 years, 60 years. He did not miss 1 salah. And one of the Salaf, he said, I missed 1 salah in my life, the day, Asr prayer, the day I was burying my mother. I've never missed one salah, except one salah, Salatul Asr, the day my mother passed away, and I was burying her that day. That's the only day I missed one salah in my life. Now where are we? Where am I? Where are we heading? What am I going to say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? What excuse would I'm going to give? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He was talking, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Anfal, in the beginning, what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say? إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. Innama in Arabic, it's called adatu hasr, which means when you hear innama, it excludes everybody else except who comes after that. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. The only believers are الَّذِينَ إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. Those, if they remind of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, their heart softens, their heart rumbles, their heart moves. They don't have a stone heart. A lot of us, even nothing shakes us. Nor the death, nor the graveyards. We pass by the graveyards, there's something normal. Nothing moves us, our hearts. Allah Ta'ala said this about the people of Bani Israel. ثُمَّ قَسَتْ قُلُوبُهُم مِّن بَعْدِ ذَلِكَ. Their qulub, their hearts, it's become hard. But the believers know. إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُم. وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا. And when they hear and listen to Allah's words subhanahu wa ta'ala, their iman increases. وَعَلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. And they fully trust in their Lord. Do we trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Don't look right or left, look at yourself. Let's forget about the other people. Myself and yourself. Just look at yourself. Do I really depend on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Do I put my dependence and my trust on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in reality? Or I worry about risk, which has nothing to do with me? I worry how am I going to survive? And I run around like a headless chicken, like I am the one who provides. Forgetting Allah, He is the Razzaq. He is the provider. He is the one who gives. Inna Allah huwa Razzaq. And this ayah, the beginning of it, what is it saying? وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونِ. I did not create jinn nor mankind except to worship me. That's my job and your job. And that's what we should worry about. But the Almighty, He knows us because He didn't create us. You live in Japan and you have the best cars and the best economical cars. And imagine now a new car is being built and it's been sent to the roads, but no catalog. What was going to happen? Can we use it? No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He is the creator for us. And He knows us better than anybody else. And He knows what suits us. And He knows the way we are thinking. And He knows the way we are conducting ourselves. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ. Indeed, the believers are only those, if they remind about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, their heart softens. وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ and when they hear and listen to Allah's words subhanahu wa ta'ala, زادتهم إيمانا, their iman increases. وعلى ربهم يتوكلون, and they depend and they trust and they put their trust on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وعلى ربهم يتوكلون الذين يقيمون الصلاة, those who perform their prayers. And that's just what we were talking about. How we are going to read these people that we were talking about. Who doesn't miss one salah? And I hardly pray in the masjid. How am I going to face my Lord subhanahu wa ta'ala? وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ, and what we gave it to them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not say وَمَا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ. Everything that we give it to them, they spend it. For Allah's sake, Allah did not say that. He said min, and a part of it. وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ, they pay part of what we gave to them, to the needy people, to their masajid, to their organizations. You know, in this country, we have no support in our masajid. We have to give it for Allah's sake subhanahu wa ta'ala, to be able to have our masajid, to be able our masajid to run smoothly. You know, the sky does not rain gold and silver. You cannot have this kind of premises without supporting. You cannot have the premises that you are trying to build the 9 floors. It cannot come from out of nothing. You have to give it for Allah's sake subhanahu wa ta'ala. Deduct from yourself, deduct from your comfort, deduct from your pleasure, and give it for Allah's sake subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah mentioned these conditions, first, what did Allah say subhanahu wa ta'ala? الَّذِينَ إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُمْ, those, if they remind about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, their heart softens. وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا, and when they listen and they hear Allah's words subhanahu wa ta'ala, their iman increases. وَعَلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ, and they have their full trust and full depend on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. الَّذِينَ يُقِيمُونَ الصَّلَاةِ, those who perform their prayers. وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ, and who pays part of what we bless them with. And then what did Allah say subhanahu wa ta'ala after that? أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ حَقًّا, these who have these 5 characteristics, they are the real believers. أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُؤْمِنُونَ حَقًّا. Then check yourself. Do you have these 5? If no, then you need to work on yourself. There's a fault in you. You need to fix it. You need to work on it. And when the person knows his fault, it's easy to rectify it. It's easy to fix it. But if I don't know, Ali ibn Abi Talib said, مَا نَزَلَ بَلَاء إِلَّا بِذَنْبٍ. There's no problem, there's no hard, there's no difficulty comes except because of a sin that you committed. Because of a sin that you committed. وَمَا رُفِعَ إِلَّا بِتَوْبَةٍ. And that hardship, that difficulty will not be lifted from you unless you repent and you turn back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now we need to monitor ourselves. When you pray your Isha and you go back home, check yourself. What have I done today? Did I commit any sin? Did I do my adhkar of the morning and afternoon? Did I did my salah in the masjid? Did I did my fajr prayer in the masjid? This morning, I came out from the hotel. I wanted to go to the masjid. What called that masjid? Huh? I cannot remember. It's hard. I took the wrong direction. I came out of the hotel. I turned right. and I'm supposed to turn left straight away. I went straight. And then I went to a major road. I said, the mosque was not this way. And then I came back. That's the Fajr. No human being walking. And then I came back, and then I said, think properly. When you came out from the masjid, you came this way, and then you came once to the right, and then the hotel was on your left. Okay, go back now, and then take the first turning. And then I walked for a while, and I don't see no one, no Muslim brother, nothing. And then Alhamdulillah, I found two brothers coming, and I said, Alhamdulillah, I'm safe. And I kept the praying. That's when you know the area, when you know where to go to your masjid. But Allah bless you that you know your masjid, you have the facilities, you can go to the masjid and you pray at home. For us, we are travelers. We can pray at home, we can pray at the hotel, it's no problem. And Allah Ta'ala will reward us the reward of that as when we were in our city. But on top of that, we are trying. And I expect also my brothers to try as well the same thing. And what's the last part of the hadith? خالق الناس بخلق حسن. Treat with the people with good manners. Smile. It won't cost you anything. I have one of my students. Whenever I see him, I say, Abdulkadir, smile. And then he smiles. If no, then you're afraid of him. If he comes to you and he always, and whenever he passes, it's like that. And this is my nature. I said, no. Everybody can change the way that he is. And Rasulullah said, Al-Ibtisam, in the authentic hadith, Al-Ibtisam fi wajhi akhika, sadaqah. It's a charity to smile on your brother's face. Grumpy face is not nice. And some people, when you meet them on the street, you think that because we have in Somalia a lot of killing and a lot of fight. I asked myself, would I kill his father? And I don't know. The way he's upset, the way his face is tense. No. Smile. That's the first thing. To Muslim, to non-Muslim, smile. It won't cost you anything. And I found in Tokyo, it's different than Sapporo. This advertisement for Sapporo people. At least Sapporo, the Japanese, if you meet on the road, hi. In Tokyo, he turns away. He doesn't want eye contact. And they're one nation. They're the same. He doesn't want to say hi. And as Muslims, wherever we live, it will have an effect on us. That's why you need to fix your manners according to the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And the Prophet said in the Hasan Hadith, in the sound Hadith, in Hilyatul Awliya, by Allah Subhanahu, he said, alayhi salatu wasalam, إِنَّمَا الْعِلْمُ بِالتَّعَلُّمِ. Knowledge is by learning. There is no wahi, there is no revelation. Revelation is stopped. When Abu Bakr and Umar, they visit Abdullah ibn Mas'ud's mother, what was her name? Does anyone know? The Prophet used to visit her on a regular basis. I'm not going to say it. Take as homework. I'm not going to say it. When they went to her, she cried. Because Abu Bakr and Umar, they were fulfilling the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet used to visit her. And they went to visit her. And then when they reached and they said salam to her, she cried. Then they said, why are you crying? Where our Prophet is gone, is better for him than this world. She said, I'm not crying for that. Look the understanding, look the fiqh of this old lady. What did she say? She said, I'm not crying about that. I'm not crying over the death of the Prophet ﷺ, but I am crying that the wahi has stopped. The revelation has stopped with the death of the Prophet ﷺ. Then, إِنَّمَا الْعِلْمُ بِالتَّعَلُّمِ. If you want to be among the people of knowledge, you should learn. وَإِنَّمَا الْحِلْمُ بِالتَّحَلُّمِ. And the tolerance also, by training yourself to be tolerant, then you will become tolerant. And this hadith of your Prophet ﷺ is teaching us that you can change the manner. The manner is not, oh, I was born like that and I cannot change it. No, you can change. Maybe you are originally harsh, but you can soften yourself by training yourself, by controlling yourself, by controlling your anger. Then after that, you will become soft and hayyin and layyin. Yes. And no one can say, oh, I'm like that. That's how Allah created me. Oh, I cannot change. No, you can change. If there is a will, there is a way. If there is a will, there is a way. And to have a good manner is one of the most important points as a Muslim. And your Prophet ﷺ said in hadith of Tirmidhi, which is authentic hadith, إِنَّ مِنْ أَحَبِّكُمْ إِلَيْهِ. One of the most beloved people to me, to who? To your Prophet ﷺ. وَأَقْرَبُكُمْ مِنِّي مَجْلِسًا يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ. And closest people to me on the day of resurrection, أَحَاسِنُكُمْ أَخْلَاقًا. Those who have the best manners. Those who have the best manners. Then train yourself to have the best manners, to be with your Prophet ﷺ. In another hadith also in the Tirmidhi, which is also authentic, he said, he's been asked ﷺ, what is the most things that will take people to paradise? And then he said two elements. Taqwallah wa husnul khuluq. The fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the good manners. That's the most. And what are they? The fear of Allah is your relationship between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the good manners is your relationship between you and the human beings. It's the two relationships you need to take care of. Good to the people, Muslims, non-Muslims. And today I've been reminded myself and the Sheikh, the narration of the Imam Ahmad. He said, call the people to Islam with silence. Call the people to Islam with silence? How come? The way you conduct yourself with good conduct. With good conduct, trust, truthfulness, punctuality, fair treatment, speaking well, soft tone. This is what we need. And we've seen a lot of people who came through this deen, who become rivets because of the people that they lived with, the people who they worked with, and the way they used to conduct themselves, and their amana, their honesty, their truthfulness, the way they never backbite anybody. They never use a foul language. And nowadays, it's become a fashion. Especially, I don't know about your Japanese, because I don't know your language. Hi, that's all I know. But in UK, the F is become a fashion. F this, F that, F this, F that. It's become fashion. Yeah. And that's not the manners of the believers. My brothers, let's take care of these 3 points, which all mentioned in the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. Taqwallah, the fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. to find yourself where Allah is being obeyed and stay away wherever Allah is being disobeyed. The second point, whenever you fall in sin, follow it up with good deeds to remove that sin from you, inshaAllah ta'ala. And the last but not least, وَخَالِقِ النَّاسِ بِخُلُقٍ حَسَنٍ, deal with the people with good manners. Fix your manners and treat with the people with good manners. وجزاكم الله خيرا وصلى الله وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. We have quick Q&A session. We have 20 minutes. It's a lot. Any question? About what we discussed or what we did not discuss? Yes, uncle.
Yes. There are people surrounding our masjid.
Mm-hmm.
There are Muslims.
Yes.
But they don't come to pray, as you said, for in the masjid.
Yes.
I can see them on Fridays.
Okay.
And especially on Fridays.
Yeah.
Very rarely they come.
Yeah.
So, what is the advice you can give to them?
Allah. The advice I give to myself and to them is to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to know that this culture of coming to the masjid only on Fridays, and I'm telling you this because I have this experience in the da'wah for 40 years, and I've been imam in different masajid for different communities, different cultures. There are some cultures who only pray on Fridays. They don't pray in all the other prayers. And once I tell you, this is quite sad. A white man came to my masjid. He said, I want to become a Muslim. I said, MashaAllah, that's good. I sit with him. I explain to him about Islam. I ask him, what does he know on this? And then, after a long discussion, and I gave him some leaflets and some books and some, and you know what he told me? He said, Sheikh, the Islam that you're talking about is hard. I don't want that. I said, okay. What kind of Islam do you want? I asked him the question. He said, the Islam of a guy called Muhammad, who is with us in my workplace. I said, interesting. Can you explain to me what kind of Islam that man had? He said, that man, we go for clapping, he's with us. We go for drinking, he's with us. We go for womanizing, he's with us. In Fridays, he's a big sheikh. Fridays, mashallah, he wears a white cloak, white hat, nice perfume. Give me my latte. Yes. I'm not going to wait for it. Thank you very much. He said, and he goes to the masjid. Friday, Maulana Sa. Friday is his day in the masjid. When Friday finishes, his Islam finishes. He said, I want that Islam. I said, that's not the right Islam. I give you guidance. Take these leaflets, take this Quran, go and read. Forget about Muhammad's Islam. This Muhammad's Islam is not Islam. All the things that you mentioned, I said, you are aware that this is not the right. Because drinking is forbidden in Islam. Womanizing is forbidden in Islam. Eating whatever comes in front of you is not allowed in Islam. Go for night clapping is not allowed in Islam. I said, all that he's doing is not part of this deen. Then go and read and learn, inshaAllah. And I pray to Allah, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to my Lord, to my Creator, to my Sustainer, to my Provider, and your Provider, to guide you. But sometimes we are obstacle on Allah's deen subhanahu wa ta'ala. And before I finish my answering my uncle's question, let me tell you another incident. Quick. There's a brother who works for British Airways who became a Muslim. White, revered brother. Solid in his deen. He went to his boss, who's been his boss for 14 years. And he told him, Mike, I have changed my religion. I become a Muslim. He said, I've heard that. I've been told. He said, thank God that you've been told. I need either Friday off or at least 2 hours to go and pray and come back. Our break is 1 hour, but I need 2 hours because 1 hour is not enough for me. And I don't mind to add it this hour because British Airways, you know, they work 24/7. He said, I can add from the beginning or from the end side or during the week, anytime that you want it, but I need 2 hours off on Fridays. He said, hold on. I've been working 20 years with Muhammad, and I've been working 20 years with Hussein, and I've been working 16 years with Ali, and I've been working, and he said, none of them ever asked me what you're asking me. Do you have different Muslims? He said, yes. We have Muslims who follow the deen, and we have Muslims who follow you and your people. He said, okay, I understood. And that's the problem. Sometimes we are obstacle on Allah's deen subhanahu wa ta'ala because of our conduct. Muslims born in Muslim houses doesn't practice Allah's deen, live their life like animals, but carry the same name as you. Carry Ali, Muhammad, Hussein, Mubarak, but they are not blessed. His name is Mubarak, but he's not blessed. That's the problem. Coming back to the question of my brother, these people, we need to give them da'wah. And that's the responsibility of the people who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed them with the correct understanding, especially the imams. Especially the imams. I talk about this in UK almost every other week. And I remind them. And I told them. And I've heard in your masjid you pray 3 Jummah. These people came from other cities? Did they come from the sky? No. They are the locals who's supposed to be here the other days. And we should have also the other days 3 Dhuhr, 3 Asr, 3 Maghrib, 3 Isha. That's how it should be. Because they're all local. They all work in this area, even if they don't live in this area. At least some of the prayers, they are here. At least one of the prayers, it falls the time of the Salah, within your break. But as I heard, you Japanese are workaholics. And the person is worried about what he's eating, rather than what his prayers in congregation. Allah will bless you and will make it easier for you when you divide your time between your salah and your lunch. Your lunch will be blessed, and Allah will give you strength. But you need to push yourself and to push also the other brothers who are with you in the workplace or in your locality or in your other times to tell them that the salah is very important. And the salah that Allah has made obligatory upon us is not only Friday. We have 5 daily prayers. And let me finish this. Once I was driving in London, and I was driving in an area which is all white. And the Asr, I saw the Asr is getting late. And we are stuck in the traffic. And of course, London is like Tokyo if it's not worse when it comes to traffic jam. And I said, if I carry on, I will miss my Asr prayer. Then I turn into a side road. I get off from the main road to a side road. I pull my prayer mat and I start praying. What did they do? They came and they put me in the aisle. They stand around me. I carry on praying. I finish my prayer. I take my prayer mat and then They said, in a nice way, do you mind if we ask you what you were doing? What were you doing? And I said, now is my time. And now is my chance. I explained to them, I'm a Muslim. I have 5 daily prayers. One is in this time, the second one in this time. The third one is the one before the sunset. And I found myself, I'm stuck in the traffic. And if I did not get out of the traffic to the side road, and I did not perform my prayer, I'm going to miss my Asr prayer. And there is a big warning about missing the Asr prayer from your Prophet ﷺ. The authentic hadith that the Prophet said, the one who misses the Salat al-Asr is like the one who is being taken away his family and his wealth by force. All of it. Unwatan. Imagine to lose your family and your wealth. It's equivalent to that. But we take it light. We take it light. Now, my brothers, it's very important that we talk to each other and we advise each other and we take care of our prayers, especially our youth in schools, especially in our youth in colleges, especially in our youth in universities. They should be proud of their deen and their identity, and they should not be shamed to pray, and they should be proud of praying in any corner in the universities and colleges and so on, to show them that they are Muslims. Jazakumullah.
We have 5 minutes. Any other questions?
They are ulama, they don't need it. Yes, Habib. Alaykum as-salam.
أريد أن أسألك باللغة العربية.
Feel free, I will translate it, no problem.
جزاك الله خير.
Habib.
نعلم أن الصلاة لها تأثير كبير على أخلاق الشخص المسلم.
نعم.
فإننا نجد اليوم من يدخلون الصلاة ويصلون ثم يخرجون يفعلون الذنوب والمعاصي ولا تؤثر فيهم الصلاة.
نعم.
فما هي النصيحة التي أنت تقدمها؟
Ya Allah. My brother is asking, he said the salah is supposed to change the way we conduct ourselves. Because Allah Ta'ala said in the Quran, إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ تَنْهَى عَنِ الْفَحْشَاءِ وَالْمُنكَرِ. The salah refrains and stops the person from committing fornication and sinning. That if your salah, you're praying and we're still committing all this, he's saying this was my advice to those people. My advice to those people is again to fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And to understand there is a fault in their salah. Because your salah, if you perform your salah properly, and what do I mean by that? If you know how to purify yourself properly, if you know how to do your wudu properly, if you know what nullifies your wudu, and you fix all that, and you fix your prayer, and you try to pray according to the sunnah of your Prophet ﷺ, without rushing, with concentration, with tranquility, with khushu', with focusing, then your salah will have an effect on you. Your salah will have an effect on you, and it will produce, and it will fix your mistakes. It will fix your mistakes. But you need to check. How's your knowledge? And I always say to my brothers, learn your deen. The deen is 2 parts. There is a part which you have no excuse. You have no excuse. Whether you are young or old, you need to learn. And it's obligatory upon every one of us. How to purify yourself. What can you do and what you cannot do. It is very important. I do sometimes workshops about purification, about wudu, about Salah workshops. And I ask questions and I give questions and answers to the people. Okay. And we need to fix, inshallah, our prayers is very important. But I'm going to ask one question. And I just want to raise your hand if you know the answer. You have done your wudu. Okay? You have done your wudu. Then you touch the poo of your child. You understand the poo, right? The poo of your child. Does that break your wudu? If you are saying yes, raise your hand. No, I said if you are saying yes. Or your poo, or your wee. Yes, it breaks your wudu. Okay, who agrees with that? Breaks your wudu, breaks your wudu. Okay. No, I will come to that. Sabak. Angie. Those who say it breaks your wudu, raise your hands. Okay. Those who say it does not break your wudu, raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What about the rest? 50-50? I have only 5 who said it breaks your wudu, and I only have 7 who said it doesn't break your wudu. What happened to the rest? Huh? This is what I was talking about. This is what I was talking about. It's important that you should know this kind of things, each and every one of us. When we ask this kind of question, we should see the hands coming up like that, without any hesitation. Without any hesitation. That does not break your wudu. It's impure. It's impure. Element touch your hand. What are you supposed to do? You just wash your hand. But you still have your wudu. But still, you have your wudu. Okay. I slept. And I have a dream, a wet dream. I slept at night. I have a wet dream. You understand the wet dream, right? Guys, am I talking to myself? You felt that you are sleeping with a woman and things come out from you, from your private part. Okay? Let me be black and white. Doesn't matter. And then I get up, and then I've done my wudu, and I went to the masjid, and I prayed my Fajr prayer in the masjid. How many of you are saying the Sheikh's Salah is correct? Raise your hands. And how many of you are saying your Sheikh's Salah is wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, MashaAllah. Good to hear that. Okay. Did you raise your hand, young man? No. Okay, you did. Okay, get up. Stand up. What is wrong with my salah? I went to the mosque and I prayed. What is wrong with my salah?
You have not done shower.
You have not done shower. Do you all agree?
Yes.
Okay. I felt I'm enjoying myself. Nothing happened. The little sticky water came out of me. Huh? خطرناك. عندي. The little sticky water came out of me. I went to the toilet. I washed my private. I washed where it touched that little wetness in my underwear. I washed it nicely, and I went to the masjid and I prayed my Fajr prayer in the masjid. Is my salah correct? How many of you are saying your salah is correct? Raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that little man 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. How many of you are saying Sheikh salah is kaput? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I see you guys, a lot of you, what comes out from the man is not clear for you. What comes out from the man is three types. What comes out from the man is three types. Many, yes, which is the full, and that's what Allah Ta'ala creates the human beings from. It's a full program. And Madi, which is what I was talking about. The little sticky, white. And the difference between that one and the first one is what? What is it? It's pure. It's not najis. It's pure. Because Allah did not create you and me from najis, from impure. It's pure. That's why if I found it in my underwear and later on I just break it like that, as Aisha used to do for the Prophet ﷺ, and I wear it, it's fine. I might clean it I might wash it for cleaning, but not because it's impure. But the second one, what did I say? I said I washed it, and I washed it nicely. Because the madi is impure, is najis. This is sticky little water, little white, the sticky white, it comes out when you have the feeling that you want to do something, you want to become naughty. That comes out, it's impure. Then you wash your private part, you wash anywhere that it touched from your underwear or from your other clothes, anywhere it touched, you need to wash it. And the third one is wadi. And the wadi is, say for example, some of you are hard workers, not like myself and some of the imams, like we have an easy job, even though it's not easy, but it has a long time. No, but you work in a factory, you shift and lift, you carry heavy stuff, and then you go to the toilet, all right, and you urinate, and then there is something other than urine comes out from you. Either comes out immediately after the urine, or comes out after you wear your underwear. And it's sticky, even. Also sticky, but not sticky like the first one. Alright? That water is najis. It's impure. And you need to wash your underwear and anywhere it touched from your body. And then after you do your wudu. You see? That it's very important that we learn, my brothers. Come over here. Khalas. Then you know, then you learn your deeds and you make sure that you take care of your purification, of your wudu, what breaks your wudu, how you perform your wudu. One last question. I've been doing my wudu, okay? I wash my hands. Are you with me? Follow me very well. I wash my hands. I wash my nose and my mouth nicely. I wash my face. Each one 3 times. All of it. Full. And I wash my hand. And when I was washing my hand, because I already washed the front part, right? Are you following me? Are you following me?
Yes.
I washed this part before, right? Then I washed from here to there. And same thing I did on here. And I wipe on my head, and my ears, and I wash my feet. And I pray my dhuhr. Is my salah correct? Who's saying your salah is correct? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. MashaAllah. Okay. Those who are saying my salah is not correct, raise your hands. 1. Who else? Where's the other people? I have only 1. Okay. My brother, stand up. Why my salah is not correct? Everyone else is saying your salah is tico, but you are saying no.
When you're washing the hand, you wash the hand from here.
Okay.
Wash the whole thing, right?
He is correct, and all of you are wrong. Because I told you, I washed when I was doing my wudu. This first washing is sunnah. Even if I leave it, won't affect my salah. But when I am washing my hand, I have to wash my hand fully and between my fingers. In between my fingers. And I'm going to finish here. جزاكم الله خيرا. صلى الله عليه وسلم. واخر دعوانا ان الحمد لله رب العالمين وجزاكم الله خيرا.
Whoever don't have wudu, please take wudu.